Good morning. What's up, market snipers? Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot as usual. Woo! Still watching this crazy Wyckoff distribution schematic #1 : Wyckoff events and phases. I didn't draw this out yesterday. Starting to see people draw this out, right? I saw someone draw it out like a week ago. Someone draw it and post it like yesterday, and we posted this. To my knowledge, is the first people to post it on October 8th. I hadn't seen anyone else talk about it. I don't even try to pretend that I'm a Wyckoff expert. I mean, it's just pattern recognition, right? Of an idea of what could happen. It's just what I saw, but I have no interest in being a Wyckoff expert whatsoever. And all the comments, I saw so many comments, like 100 comments or more from reply guys saying, "Where's the volume? Where's the volume? Where's the volume?" I didn't even post any volume on this Wyckoff. And in hindsight, does it matter? Right? Did it matter? It didn't matter. There was other reasons why I thought price is going to go down first and foremost. This was just an idea of how it could possibly play out. And so I drew out those lines. Of course, never expect it to play out exactly the way I draw it out. It's just my own idea. But I had drawn bounces based off of key targets, key levels, and it's played out very similarly, right? Very similar. So here we are still watching it. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning to the live stream, even better. Welcome back. And help me help you help me. Smash that like button, throw in a comment, throw in an emoji, share with your friends and family, repost it. It helps me out. Then I can keep helping you out, and then in return helps me out. and the cycle continues of helping each other. So I appreciate that. StreamYard needs some better music. I only have like 6 or 7 options. But I don't want to, like, I don't think it matters on X, but like if I use like music that I don't have, like I haven't paid for, then YouTube flags it, right? So what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Olsen. Yeah, SEN. There you go. That's an old joke. Cool. Yep. Back at it, King. Shorting Soul, good idea. I don't give financial advice, my man, but we can look at the chart for you. Started half an hour ago. Yeah. Yep. Just thought I'd throw the chart up because it was happening in real time, right? It was when I created the live stream, it was prices at 102,200-ish. And I was like, oh, might as well get the watch party started because it seems like it's going to go down lower, and it is going down lower. You can see I started the eyeballs up at above 102, the middle of them, and now price is below the middle of the eyeballs, right? Eyeballs. Yep. We can look at Soul later. Aldo reporting. I know Aldo in real life, but that's not you. He's successful. He's a coder by nature, but runs a coding team stuff. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, I know Aldo in real life. He's a good golfer too. Smoked me when we played golf. He smoked me. But in my defense, I was at that time I was playing once a year, and he was playing like 4 times a week. So I didn't expect to beat him. I could hit it farther than him. But when you play 4 times a week versus me once a year, my short game was nowhere in the same league, for obviously, right? When I was a kid and I played every day and I worked at a golf course to support my playing habits, because we didn't have a lot of money, I had to pay for my own golf. And so I got free golf when I worked there. And then when I made the varsity football team, the varsity golf team, in ninth grade. I got free golf other places, not just the home course. So practiced every day for like 5 years, and my short game was elite, but I couldn't hit the ball very far because I was tiny. I was a tiny. I grew late because I was young uh, in school, and so graduated at like 17, and I grew till I was like 21. So anyways, but yeah, now I can hit it 300 without roll, and my short game sucks. So with that, we'll cover Bitcoin. We're continue to watch this Wyckoff chart that I posted back on October 8th. So nearly a month we've been watching this, and I've been saying that some of the best fractal ideas I've ever put out don't last longer than 45 days, right? So I'm expecting this to play out in the next 2 weeks, right? So whether it stops playing out like it or it continues to play out, you still got 2 more weeks. Maybe it goes longer, maybe it's less, right? We don't have a magic crystal ball. But based off my experience, right? That would be like 19 days to end of November. And then if you went a full 2 months, which if you went a full 2 months from when I posted this, that would take you all the way to the bottom, right? Unless it breaks correlation, right? Uh, seems like it's possible. It's possible. But in my experience, if I draw out a great fractal, you know, it's usually like 30 to 45 days. So we'll see what happens. It's crazy. Crazy. Another good one. Another good one. Chief Baby Officer reporting here live. Like I said, we'll cover Bitcoin, altcoins, stocks, whatever else jumps out at us on the watch list. Like we took a look at Lemonade yesterday, Rivian, and some others. And then the second half of the live stream, we'll cover your chart requests. So chart requests, make sure to put in the ticker symbol, the asset name, and the asset class, because we're searching for it live. Obviously, if you said Bitcoin, I know Bitcoin, but if you got some random coin that I probably don't know or have seen or stock, and there's tens of thousands, right, of each asset class. So there's overlap. There's ones I've never charted before. So just let me know. Let me know. If and when, right? If and when. So that's what we're watching. Let's go over to the actual charts. Let's go over here. And this is what we're continuing to watch. Let's go to back to the candles. I posted a weekly Heikin-Ashi chart, but here's the candles. Where's my targets at? I have some targets on the futures. There we go. Here's some targets on the futures. Three out of 4 shorter term targets have been hit on the futures. There's a small, tiny gap that lines up with target 4. I like when there's a confluence. I mean, it's tiny, right? It's a tiny gap, but a gap nonetheless. And if it lines up with a target, even better, right? Even better. So target 4. Assuming we get a candle close below target 3, the probabilities will increase even more that we're going to also hit target 4 and fill that small, tiny gap. Then we're going to find out. Is Bitcoin going to start closing below target 4? Will it bounce for like a week, right? This chart suggests that it could. Let's see, that's at 92 to 95,000. Where is it? So 92, what did I do? Oh, 92 to 95,000. So even on target 4, I had drawn this out as a possible bounce, and maybe it bounces back up to like 100. Who knows? Wicks up to where it's at right now. Come down. The buy the dip bros again, and then another lower high, right? If it does that and starts taking out the next future pivot, which could be at target 4, right? If it starts breaking below that, then you know, then it's basically confirming it's not another local top, because the previous local tops dropped 32%, and you'd want target 4, even if it wicks below it, you'd want target 4 to hold as support. If you're a perma bull and you think it's going to 200,000 by the end of this year, which we have less than 60 days remaining during the holidays, right? Uh, so you would want target 4 to hold support for sure. If it starts closing below target 4, like at this pivot point drawn out, then we're going to see lower, and the damage will have been done even more. And there's several reasons that I've pointed out, countless times, that, you got the longer term bearish diversions. You had the 3-week bearish engulfing candles, not good. 2-week candle closing below the trailing dots, the monthly MACD crossing over. But that's not till the end of the month, if and when. And then the MACD 3-week bearish crossover, right? There's so many reasons why it's the top, but all the tops start with a local top. And if people are going to start calling the top at $70,000, they're really late to the party, right? Really late, because what was it, 126 something down to 76? You're down 40%. That is confirmed bear market, right? The MACD monthly crossover rarely happens. That would be another confirmation, right? But if you're waiting for all of that to happen, price is probably already down 30, 35, 40%. And that's just not enough of catching the top for me. The weekly chart had a sell signal, bounced back up to the trading dots, had another. Did it have another sell signal? Oh, it's still pending. Still pending. I pointed it out when it was pending back up here at like 107. But yeah, so that's there's bearish divergence. And then this was looking like a sneaky lower high. I pointed it out. And this would confirm this lower high with the lower low. And that's another confirmation. But like I said, if you're waiting for all of that, then, it's pretty late to the party. Drew this out a few days ago. This is a range. This is the old range. Now we're back in that. So if you get a weekly close in here, even we've already had multiple daily closes within it. And then all the range traders would say it would come back to this range, right? All the range traders. It's not my strategy, but it makes sense that it would come back and retest it. So, that's at, what's that pivot point at? That pivot point is at 78,000. So that lines up again with down here, right? So that's the range. That's the bottom of the old range. So we're back in the old range, and that would be the bottom of it, right? Then maybe at that point we see this is a lot of speculation. By the way, none of this is financial advice. None of this is it's all for educational purposes, and hopefully we find a little bit of entertainment along the way. Whether you're making fun of me, misspelling my name on purpose because my pronunciation of your name is not great, right? So hopefully that. But and just a quick reminder before we get even deeper in on Bitcoin, because we're gonna keep going deep every single day. That's what we're gonna be doing. But I don't have any affiliate links. I've chosen not to have an affiliate link. Therefore, I can't really call myself an influencer, right? I think the new term now is creator, but I can't consider myself an influencer if I don't get paid for influencing. So that's my whole plus, the whole trust issue, right? The whole trust issue. Um, I mean, I trust TradingView and I still don't get like I have an affiliate link, but I've never used it. I think they would pay me for it. But I trust TradingView, even though they're not perfect. Trust me, they're not perfect. Uh, I've had issue with them in the past with stuff, but we have safeguards in place now. But with automated trading and stuff. But speaking of which, this is brought to you by Market Sniper Pro. You can find Market Sniper Pro over here, right? This is our account, Market Sniper Pro, and the website's on there. It's the only website we have, right? The only website we have. And we got some new tools rolling out as well. That's going to be included into the $49. So right now, the website just says $49 for the 2 trading bots. And this price isn't going to stay $49 forever. What's going to happen is we're going to be adding on 2 new tools in the very near future. And we'll probably throw on the 2 old indicators as well. The 2 trading bots are just the updated version of the older ones, but it's still cool for like manual trading and stuff. But you're going to get the 2 original manual trading indicators, and then you'll get the 2 trading bots and the 2 new tools that are going to be rolled out in the near future. I'm not going to talk about them until they're ready to go, but it'll all be included in the $49. Or if you did the annual, it saves 2 months or $98 a year. But then you're kind of locked in for a year, right? So a lot of people do choose monthly, and then the optional add-on. If you want to get set up, 100% with full automation with a live video call, then our guy Alex will do that for you. He'll have you set up in probably like 45 minutes. And then like if there's 15 minutes remaining, you have questions and stuff like that, he'll walk you through it. Plus we get the Discord. Plus you can, ask Alex questions on the Discord. You can ask me questions on the Discord. I'm just not doing the live video calls anymore because I would charge $1,000. And it's just a lot of time and energy to do it because, it's a lot of work, right? It's 45 minutes of like literally holding your hand through the entire setup, settings, strategy, mindset, getting set up with a third party, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot, right? It's a lot. So we're going to charge for our time, right? But yeah, that's all we have. And then we may, without the automated trading, and once we roll out the 2 other tools, we might have an even cheaper version. So we're gonna have a cheaper version without the automated trading, and then we're gonna have, but it's gonna be more all manual stuff, but a lot of cool stuff for even cheaper. So that's just gonna be our initial rollout, and then depending on how many, the more tools we continue to build, and the more people that sign up, we're gonna be increasing those prices. But we're going to have a lower tier. And then after those are rolled out fully and everything's good to go, then we're going to work on possibly rolling out a premium trading bot for the big boys, right? For the big boys. So with that, we don't know. That's speculation too. So we'll see. But yeah, we're still watching this. We posted this chart on October 8th. On the October 11th, we posted, are we going to see a bounce here? We did, up to 116. On October 17th, we said, are we going to see a bounce here? We did, even bounce higher than what we showed on the fractal idea, all the way back up to like, it wicked to like 116 again, another gift to get out of the market. Still, people didn't sell. Still didn't sell. Still was going to make all new all-time highs, right? Still people calling for 200,000. Still people calling for $250,000 by the end of the year. Could it have happened? Yes, it could have happened. but the probabilities were lining up more and more that we were not going to see it. And, Bitcoin increased $1 trillion market cap like 4 times in its life. And it took 3 months for that to happen. So for talking heads, and I'm not going to name names, you know who they are. You've seen them on Twitter, but for talking heads to call 2.2 or a $2.2 trillion market cap increase within 60 days, it's never happened in Bitcoin's history. The last, like, it would have to have a blow off top. The last blow off top it had was 2017, and it was a market cap increase of 250 billion. So $250 billion increase had a blow off top. 2021 increased $1 trillion, no blow off top. 2025, a couple $1 trillion market cap increases and no blow off top. It's a different, bigger asset class now. It takes more money to have a blow off top. And the last blow off top was 2017. And like I said, it was a $250 billion increase, not 2 trillion, right? So it's a gift that it already went up 1 trillion multiple times. Still no blow off top compared to the $250 billion blow off top in 2017. So there you go. It's a completely different time. Can I please trouble you to share your thoughts on Chile? We can look. Yeah, we'll look at it. We're gonna get through the altcoins too, but just wanted to set the tone for Bitcoin. Ooh, Jesse. So on the weekly chart, again, we had the weekly sell signal break from the upward trend line. Right? Had the bearish divergence. The lower high, right? All this bearish divergence, and then the lower high. Here, let's put this yellow so you can see it a little bit better. And then the lower high. This will be confirmed lower high. So it's easier to see there, but if I change this to a line, you could see it better. But it's not making a new all-time high today. It's not making a new all-time high tomorrow. And the likelihood that Bitcoin makes a new all-time high by the end of the year is decreasing every single day. And so I put this chart out and this fractal out. I don't expect it to play out exactly the same at all, but just kind of an idea of like timing wise, when it could bounce, like it lines up like bouncing with target 2, maybe bounce for a few weeks in target 3, and then ultimately come back down, retest the 200-week moving average. When, we don't know, but possibly within this 1 year bear market. We don't know if it's going to come all the way down and hit target 5. It's a lower probability, but in the last bear market, it did hit target 5. It didn't spend a lot of time down there at all, but it did hit target 5. I need some water. So it's possible, right? It's possible. And I put out here like will we have bullish divergence at the bottom? So if it does hit target 5, right? Maybe it's a wick or whatever, then you'd be looking at more of like, say this is a wick down, right? However it plays out, then the bullish divergence would be down here, right? It's been lesser to the upside and lesser to the downside. So like it used to be like 85% or 90% bear market. Then last year it was like 70, or not last year. Last bear market in 2022 was 76%. So, if it is lesser and maybe it doesn't hit target 5 all the way, but we'll be bullish at the bottom. If we see bullish divergence. Just as we saw bearish divergence at the top, just as we saw bullish divergence at the bottom of 2022, going from November to December, then we'll be ready for it. We will be ready for that higher probability of a reversal. We'll be ready for the next breakout, the next start of the bull run, if we get one. Hopefully we do, right? The only caveat, the only thing that would say differently is that if the overall stock market is in a bigger, longer market correction, then Bitcoin, I would expect to be also in a longer, bigger market correction. So that's a lot of speculation. We don't know how it plays out. They may print us out of a bear market. Who knows? But that's what we're looking at. That's what we've been looking at. I posted this originally. I think it was back here. I think it was back there. I think it was a month ago, right? I have to look at it. I repost. Yeah, it was a month ago. I'm pretty sure. If I go to my Twitter feed. Oh, I posted on October 10th. Yeah, October 10th. Yep. Yep. Oh, and I reposted it. So if you go over here, Jesse. Yeah, October 10th, the original fractal. Right? So it's updated now. But yeah. Yep. Might as well like it while I'm there. So yeah, that's the Heikinashi. Let's get back on the regular candles. Ooh, wee. Ugh. So weekly chart, daily chart, right? High, lower high, confirmed lower low, confirmed lower low of the lower highs. So keeping it simple, right? Uptrend, reversal, right? Uptrend, breakdown of uptrend, back test of uptrend, and resume lower, right? So that's that. And what else? Is that all? Yep, covered that. Ethereum. Been covering it on the live streams. Coming back in for a retest of target 4. So Bitcoin hasn't hit target 4 yet. Ethereum already has. So this is why I chose to short Ethereum in 2022 versus shorting Bitcoin. So like I was doing leverage longs on Bitcoin in 2021, 2020, 10x, and then I was doing 10x leverage shorts on Ethereum, not Bitcoin, because I thought it'd be a bigger percentage to the downside, and I felt really comfortable shorting it. And I had the last major short was I had reasons for it was at $3,408. And I had reasons for Ethereum to go sub $1,000, and it did. It went below $900. In hindsight, I was right of that it could go down. Where am I? StreamYard? Okay. So that's Ethereum. Still watching it. Looks like it's coming back in for a retest of target 4, right? Again, if it starts breaking below target 4, and we don't know if it will, then see 200-week moving average retest again, right? So nope, it's hard to see with all those target boxes, but yeah. Yep. What else? Depends what time frame you're on and what was your original targets and your original plan. I think you answered your own question. If you had a plan to get out and you got out, then you didn't get out too soon. If you had a plan and you were going to hold it to a certain point and you didn't and you got out too early, then yes, you did close it too soon. So it's more of a psychology thing than anything else. Algo, right? For the altcoins, we'll just switch to the weekly chart, right? There's not much else to report on it. The weekly chart is bearish, right? The weekly chart on Algo is below a downward sloping 200-week moving average. Did I want this to pump back to new all-time highs? 100%. 100%. When we were playing this 300% move here, and even my mom captured like 350% of that move, I hoped we would go back to new all-time highs. Trust me, I would have made way more money. But it didn't. And if you're good at hitting the buy button, you better be good at hitting the sell button, right? So that sucks. That sucks. I wish we would have hit. I think we only hit longer term target 1. I wish we would have hit 4 longer term targets to the upside. I wish we would have gone all the way to new all time highs. I wish we would have done a 2,000% move on Algo. We didn't get it. So know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to lock in those 350% gains, right? So sucks. I was hoping for 2,000%. The baby needs more diapers. The baby always needs more diapers. Sounds like for a while too. She's only 16 months old. So sounds like what? When did they get potty trained? 3? Maybe earlier, maybe later. I don't know. I don't know. Can't remember the nieces and nephews when they got potty trained. XRP. The bearish divergence, the lower highs, the weekly sell signals, the wick all the way down to 140 did all the damage. You're not bringing buyers back into the space for XRP, after you liquidate everybody, right? Or liquidated a lot of people. And when you see a big shock like that of a massive drop of 62%, you're not bringing confidence back anytime soon. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I don't care what the narratives say, right? So there's no support back down below here, right? So you already wiped them all out. And if you start getting closes below here, where's the support, right? So that would have to hold. That's like the end. This is another one, right? Support. But it's already back below there, right? So once it gets back below, like over here, there's no support over here. So then you're probably coming all the way back to the 200-week moving average, right? And the cycle continues. Yep, old targets to the upside. This is what I hoped Algo would do, right? This is what I hoped Algo would do back in November. We didn't get it on Algo, but that's why I also had bought an XRP, XLM, HBAR, Algo. What else? Those are the main ones. When I was playing the altcoin bounce breakout, not bounce, the breakout. And so that was great. Hit 4 out of 4 longer term targets and had posted this way back here that if we break above here, we could see some rockets. That's what I hoped for all the altcoins to do, but didn't happen. But we did get them. We did catch this move on several of them, and mom's happy. 350% for her. Cardano. Ugh. I think Cardano hit at least 1, if not 2, of the longer term targets. and that was it. Never did XRP. Never did a H bar. It's bearish. It's bearish. It never went on to make a new all-time high. Still bearish. It's back below a downward sloping 200-week moving average. Bitcoin has an upsloping 200-week moving average. And maybe Bitcoin goes downward sloping 200 as well. We talked about this before. It's possible, but it's upward sloping right now. And it's a slow moving average. So a lot would have to happen for Bitcoin to have a downward sloping 200. But Cardano has a downward sloping 200-week moving average. XRP has an upward sloping. Algo has a downward sloping. Ethereum has a flat line. It was downward sloping, but it's flatlined. That's not great either. Could price like go to $20,000 and make the upper sloping, make the 200-week moving average upper sloping again? Yeah, it could. Or it could go lower and bring it down lower too. So who knows? Someone asked for Chainlink. Same idea as all these other altcoins, all the other altcoins. Cha-ching. It's bearish on the weekly chart. It's bearish on the daily chart. It wicked all the way down to $8. If you didn't get out and you didn't get liquidated and it bounced 153%, that was your gift bounce. That was your gift bounce. And so I don't know if you're still holding. I don't know if you're looking for like you were out of it and you're like, oh, we're going to buy the dip, or you're in a short. I don't know what you're doing over there, but so I can't really speak about it that much more than that. But weekly chart, 2-week chart, pending sell signal on 2-week chart, came up and hit 3 out of 4 longer term targets. So some of them hit 1 target, some of them hit 2. Chainlink hit 3. XRP smashed through all 4 and went on to make new all-time highs. So every single one of them looks slightly different, but overall similar, right? So XLM 2-week, weekly, so on and so on. Came back, retested 200-week moving average, right? Did not make a new all-time high, but H bar did. Sui made a new all-time high back in January 2025, and that was it. Wicked all the way back down. Round trip all the way back down. So the talking heads are still holding on to Sui. They just got chopped Sui. That sucks. That sucks. But you should learn a better strategy and not talk to millions of people and they follow you and they do all that. So are we still holding out for an altcoin bounce or rally? Are we? I don't know. It's not looking like it right now. And maybe in a couple of weeks or a couple of months or whatever, maybe it does put in a lower high and then breaks down. But right now it's an uptrend, right? Right now it's back up in the uptrend. It broke that uptrend, right? So the next, if there is another breakdown of that uptrend, there's a weekly chart and there's a pending buy signal back above the trending dots. But if it puts in a lower high and then starts breaking down from that upward sloping trend line, maybe we catch a mini altcoin season or like a 3-month mini altcoin season. I don't know, right? Maybe it's like, for example, maybe it's like, I think it would happen faster. So that would be maybe like 2 to 3 month mini mini alt season. I don't know. Maybe it's just a few coins. I don't know. So we'll see. It was an uptrend until it broke it. It's in an uptrend until it's broken. This is just an idea I laid out back in September. Some of it's hopeful. Some of it's like it's happened in the past. Some of it's like a lower high is the higher probability, and we don't have that yet. So that's what we're watching for possible 2 to 3 month mini alt season. Something. Give us something, right? November was just like 1 month. Give us like a 2 to 3 month. I mean, we're not greedy. We're not asking for a 1-year alt season, although that would be amazing. We could buy a lot of baby diapers, but if we had a 1-year alt season, you probably see me driving a new Kia. No, I'm just kidding. I have a 2024 Kia, so I'll keep it. I'll keep that. I don't need another one, but yeah, 1 year would be awesome, but that's pie in the sky. But if the market bosses could give us a 2 to 3 month mini alt season, not this 1 month November, it's like catching lightning in a bottle. We caught lightning in a bottle the best that we could. Even my mom did. But if we could do a 2 to 3 month, that'd be awesome. I wish that for all market snipers. I wish that. But it's an uptrend right now. Dollar had that buy signal on the weekly chart. I got targets over here on this one. There we go. So letting the trading dots catch up, maybe back test, flip resistance into support, and then see if it comes up and hits target 2, see if it hits target 3, retest the 200-week moving average. And then at that point, we're going to find out if it's going to get rejected off the 200 or if it's going to break back above it and come all the way up to target 4, right? I mean, there's so many different ways it could happen, right? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but came down like this, right? This just keeps doing that, gets rejected, or like that'd be more of like a longer term bullish, and then if it's like shorter term bullishness, then comes up like this, spikes all the way up, right? Hits target 4, hits, and comes all the way back down, right? That would be your bearish scenario. And this would be your more of a bullish scenario, right? So where maybe it gets rejected off the 200-week moving average, consolidates, lets the trending dots continue to catch up, right? Here, make that yellow. And if it's more shorter term bullish, maybe it spikes up through it, hits all 4 targets, bounces off the 200, puts in a lower high, and then comes all the way back down. So that'd be more of like a short-term bullish versus a longer-term bullish. Just kind of the way I see it, how it could play out. But we don't have a magic crystal ball, so we'll see. Right now, it's currently bullish on the daily chart. It's currently bullish on the weekly chart. And if the higher time frames continue to flip bullish, like the 2-week, the 3-week, and the monthly chart, then if that were to happen, then we would be more of the bullish scenario long term, right? So that hasn't happened yet. So as we're going through a bottoming phase, as things are flipping around, we're staying neutral and short-term bullish versus long-term bullish, staying neutral on the dollar as of right now. VIX back above the 200-week moving average. 1 target's been hit. 2 targets have been hit. The other one's down here. I take it off for visual purposes. These targets are still valid. Weekly chart, pending buy signal on the weekly chart, getting back above the 200. The dollar, the VIX, all kind of line up with a correction overall. Let's see, where we at? Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, Bot took a nice trade this morning. Locked it in. It's like 40%. Not 40%. 0.4% move on futures, right? So 0.4% on a micro contract. Because always don't go all in, right? But still like 200. I think it was, how much was it after fees and all that? 300.4. No, it's like, that's total for the day. $317.80 is total for the day, but the last one was better. Trades. Why am I blanking? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Oh, trades. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. How long was it in the trade? Let's see. It got out 7:38 this morning. So it got in. Oh, it was in the market for 6 minutes, right? So 6 minutes. There was a short taken on the micro NASDAQ futures. So it's like 30. I forget what it is now. It's always a moving target, but you have to risk like $3,200 on a micro NASDAQ futures. And so the bot took an entry on micro NASDAQ futures at 7:32 and 44 seconds, and it exited at 7:38 and 19 seconds. So call it 6 minutes, not quite 6 minutes, and locked in $217.50. Or 0.4, I think it's 0.42%. Yep. Boom. Boom shakalaka. There we go. So anyways, that's where we're at. And that one, by the way, that's the I used the trading bot for that I've rolled out on the website, and that was another one, but it was on SP 500, and that was only like 2,200 to risk, and that one was also like a 0.4%. But this other one was premium trading bot that I'm live testing, because I'm not going to roll anything out until it's live tested, because strategy results look amazing, right? Back testing strategy results, and I could post them on the website, and it looks too good to be true, blah blah blah. So the only thing that you can do is live test it, right? So I'm live testing it. So live testing will be the proof in the pudding, and should all be tracked. We should be able to track it all. So we'll see. Screenshots, the whole deal. It's a work in progress. We're doing our best. It's been a 3.5-year journey. So that's the VIX, the dollar. What is the Magnificent 7/30 doing? PLTR. Pending sell signal again. Yesterday was a pending sell signal, but did not close below the trending dots. It did not close below the upward trending line. It did not close with a sell signal, but we pointed out there was a pending sell signal on the daily chart. It could have closed below the upward trend line. It could have closed below the trending dots. Today, it's more likely. A second day in a row is more likely. TQQ, pending sell signal on TQQ. There you go. Got some gaps over there, gapalacious. See how it works out. Someone asked about Tesla yesterday. It was too early to call it. It's starting to look more like you can be able to call it. This is a bearish engulfing candle in the works on Tesla daily chart. If you take off, you can see that a little bit better, right? That would be a bearish engulfing candle on the daily chart. Doesn't mean it's 100% going to go lower, but this is a bearish engulfing candle over here. Price did go lower. Price did go lower, right? You can find, other bearish engulfing candles where it didn't go lower. Like, yeah, for example, here's one right here. I point out there's a bearish engulfing candle, and someone has to reply back that, oh, here's a bearish engulfing candle. You didn't mention that one. I'm like, okay, let me just mention them all then. This one, we'll see. This one, I don't build a strategy off of it. I'm just pointing it out. Price didn't go lower. This one, it did. This one, it did not. So there you go. Gotta love the reply, guys. Although feels like they're more bearish than the not bearish. Seems like they're more. There's a lot more negative reply guys than say like when I started. Not when I started, but when I was posting. I started posting charts early 2021 on Twitter X. It was like the first quarter, end of the first quarter, something like that, March, April, I think. And, looking at like the end of 2021, early 2022, it just seemed like there's always negative reply guys, but it just seems like there's more negative reply guys nowadays. I don't know what it is. So maybe I bring out the best in them. I don't know. And I'm just naturally competitive, right? So I'm naturally competitive. And if you know me or you follow me for a long period of time, my true thing is I try to help people. And then you see like 100 negative replies, all talking smack, or other influencers who are, trying to get me on the post or whatever. Then my competitive nature kicks in. And I was maybe I was born with it, but it was definitely cultivated by my crazy family. My crazy family is ultra competitive. Even my aunts, my uncles, my siblings, my dad, my mom, everyone is ultra competitive. And if even my grandma, she's 94 years old. She beat me in cards when I saw her in September. She still beat me in cards and then laughed in my face. And I picked up games pretty quickly. And so I had to endure until I became better than people in my family. I had to endure all the trash talking my whole childhood, right? So much trash talking. My dad never let me win in chess. He beat me in chess like 11 years. And he would demoralize me. And I knew it was happening, but I didn't really quite get it early on. But later on, like in my early teens, I was like, this guy, he's brutal, right? So he would get up 3 or 4 pieces on me in chess. Then he would flip the board. And then he'd come back with a flipped board and beat me again on the same game. Demoralize me. And you're either going to quit and give up and never play chess again, or it drives you so hard that he hasn't played me in chess in years. That he hasn't beat me. Like I've been like ever since I started beating him at 16. By my early 20s, he was never beating me. Like he would beat me 1 out of 3 because I'm also watching TV and maybe I was having a beer at the time too. So I wasn't like fully paying attention, and he's good. He's a good player. But like So the long story short is that uh, all of that made me competitive. So I come from uh, try to help you first. I truly want to help people, but then the alter ego will kick in based off of like years and years of childhood of nobody letting me win, and everybody trash talking me. Like it seemed like they all ganged up on me too, and I'm not here to cry about it. It made me stronger, right? I'm tougher because of it. I have thick skin. You have to have thick skin to grow up in my family. Trust me. They will still give it to you, and they love to gang up on me. So you have to be able to give it back to them more than all of them combined, right? So it's fun. Like holidays are super fun. Uh, so they'll all gang up, and you have to be able to endure that and then give it back to them so much more all at once, and then they shut up. And so if you see me going back and forth with someone on Twitter, that's why. That's the reason why. But I truly want to help people. So there you go. There you go. That's a long story. Long story short, that's the rant. But this is Tesla, right? You're getting back to Tesla. Someone asked me about it. It's broke this trend here. Like we did a recap yesterday, talking about was this going to be a breakout or a fake out? It was a fake out. We expect fake outs along the way. We didn't know if it was going to fake out for sure or not, but it was a fake out. Came back into this consolidation, and then it's like, is it going to break down to the bottom or is it going to break to the upside? Well, it was bullish on higher time frames, so we got to lean towards the upside. Start breaking out again, and then came all the way up to $470. I believe this is bearish divergence. It is. So we've got bearish divergence. We've got price breaking down multiple times from an upward trend line. Looks like a back test of that upward trend line. And now if you get a bearish engulfing candle and a lower high, possibly a lower high, we don't know for sure. It's all speculation. And could come down, fill that gap. There's another gap down here. So starting to look like that. There's no sell signal yet. The RSI sell signal was way back here, right? Way back here. Came back up for a possible double wick top, close out the short stop losses over there on people, right? If anyone thinks it's easy, it's not. But with technology, we're trying to make it easier and easier and easier and take the emotions out of it. Go full robot, because that's where I think even going fully automated, your emotions could get the best of you. So continue to design it to where cut the losses smaller if we can, and try to push the winning trades longer, but still in and out of the market. Like even that last one was in and out of the market 6 minutes and some of them last hours or longer, depending if the market's moving or not. And, so push it push the winners and get out quicker. So, it's all through trial and error. We've learned some lessons along the way. Trust me. I've learned some lessons along the way. And you got to live test it. And that's what we're doing. We're live testing right now. So, and I'm hoping someone, joins as a member, comes in, is very talented like Alex, very talented like Mike G, and they did a lot of back testing and they find better settings than myself, right? There's millions of combinations, there's millions of ways that we can make it better. And it's going to be a continued process, right? It's going to be a continued process. This is 3.5 years later. We're just rolling this out now. 30 plus bots created. There's endless opportunities to do your back testing results, to find a strategy that's profitable to what fits within your budget, your mindset, what asset class, all that stuff, like all that. There's so many different ways to do it. So it's just a matter of keep dialing it in more and more and more and more. And I'm not going to throw out all the potentials and oversell it and all that stuff. But that's why we're also going cheaper, right? as we prove it live testing and as time goes on, you know, if it made $1,000 a month, probably have to charge more. If it makes $2,000 a month, probably have to charge more. If it's making $3,000 a month, probably have to charge more, right? So it's all relative. Right now, we're just live testing it. So we're gonna keep it cheap. We're gonna keep the bear to entry very low for now. So early bird gets the worm, but it won't be that price forever. No way. Tesla, Nvidia. Kind of looks like the Bitcoin top, right? Bearish divergence looks very similar to the Bitcoin top, in my opinion. It's early. It's early. Could do that like more safer, but that's more the way I draw it. So in this instance, candle close below the upward trend line, below the trading dots, a sell signal, all that stuff, probabilities will start increasing. So we'll see. Could have already closed below the trend line, came back for a back test, and now it's coming back down. There's gaps down here, small gaps. Amazon, Microsoft, Meta. Woo! Did not go all the way up there. Did not put a lower high, gap down instead, right? Like I said, we don't have a magic crystal ball, but we had bearish divergence, a lower high, and then they gapped it down. So it went up, new gap, down 8% on the gap, right? You got small gaps down here, and you have a 13% gap down here all the way to the 200-week moving average. So that's Meta. Gave this one to my best friend at 148. Meta was at 148. I was like, he was losing money on his Tesla calls. And I was like, dude, I think Tesla's going down. And it did, hindsight. And he's got plenty of money. He's got way more money than I do. He's loaded. He's a hard worker. His wife makes a lot of money. They've made great decisions over time, and they're hustlers and they work hard and all that stuff. So they deserve it. But anyways, for fun, he was losing money on his own Tesla account. He's got people that manages money, but he's got like the play money, right? The play money, like most people wish they had his play money of 100,000 plus in crypto, 100,000 plus in his stock play money. And I was like, dude, here's one for you. Here's Meta at 148. I have much higher targets. And he put like 10 grand into it and at 148. So good for him. He's like, I owe you. He still talks about it. I still owe you for that. I'm like, nah, you paid for my golf last time you were in town. I mean, he stayed with me for free, right? And we took him out to eat and stuff. But I was like, well, I'll give you that one for free. You paid for my golf, right? It was like $300 for golf. I'm like, we're even. He I don't know if he sold though. I don't know if he sold at. He was on a cruise a couple weeks ago, and I was like, it's starting to look like it's topping, but I don't think he could close out his positions while he's on a 2-week cruise. So I gotta check in with him, see if he's going to close out his position, because had the weekly sell signal, right? And he was buying at 148. So probably needs to lock that in, right? 317%. Yeah, he's giving back gains if he doesn't lock that in. So I better shoot him a text after the live stream. Hey, buddy, not financial advice, but did you close Meta? Otherwise it's all for naught, right? It's cool to say you bought at 148, but it's even cooler if you sold it at 740 or 698 or 622, whatever is at right now. SMCI, NASDAQ, bearish engulfing candle on the weekly chart, pending sell signal on the daily chart, pending bearish engulfing candle on the daily chart as well. All things to consider. I just heard the trading bot. Oh, what's going to happen? Just took a short. We'll see. We'll see. It's not 100% win rate. That's for sure. It's not 100% win rate. You could make the settings to where the backtesting results show 100% win rate. Like, for example, just a crazy example, right? If you did like a higher time frame, like the 4-hour chart or the 8-hour chart or even higher, and then you're like, well, close me out as soon as it hits 0.1% or 0.05%, right? You probably have a high win rate, but it's not going to take that many trades. It's going to take like 6 trades a year if you're on the daily chart, and like daily chart for futures. And for example, like if you do the NASDAQ daily chart and it closes with, or just say the 4-hour chart. Let's say the 4-hour chart because the market might maybe closed on that one. But if you got 4-hour chart example, 0.1% is nothing, right? It doesn't, like on a higher time frame, like it barely moves. So you could set it up to be like 100% win rate, but is that the best strategy overall? I don't know. I don't think so. But so there's so many ways you could do it. You could do like a 1-hour time frame, and maybe you're like, hey, I just want to make, I don't know, what's 0.1 of 50,000 with the futures? 0.1 is $50, right? So you could be like 0.05. I want to make $25 once per day, every day for 22 days a month. What is that? $400, right? And it's like all in for 100% fully automated. It would be like, the $49 plus third party plus trading view is like, just call it $100 or less per month. And you did a strategy like that to make $400, not like the $370 is up right now for me in one day. But like if you made like the $400 in a month, still be profitable of what you're, am I striving for more than that? Yes. So, but there's so many ways you could do it. You could do like a 1-hour chart, right? And the 1-hour chart, this is the NASDAQ futures, but if you did like the micro NASDAQ futures, you don't need $35,000. You need 3,200, and then after hours you need like 3,400. But this move so far on the 1-hour chart is 1%. That's a massive move on futures. 1% on the micro NASDAQ futures would be $500, right? So if you did 0.1%, that's like $50. So if you did like a 0.05% automatic take profit, right? You could probably get that win rate, however you slice it, up to 100% win rate. But seems like some of the most profitable strategies that we've been backtesting and working on for a long time is like a 40 to 50% win rate, and it helps push the longs, not the longs, it helps push the winners longer and helps cut the losers shorter, right? So even if it wins less, they're like a lot smaller losses, and then potentially get that 0.4% move on these lower time frames. So I don't know. There's so many different ways to skin the cat, as they say. It's a weird thing to say, but I've never seen anyone skin a cat. But yeah, that's the NASDAQ 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, right? Daily chart. So you get the idea. You get the idea. And really, you could probably go put it back to like that, right? You got the expect fake outs along the way. So you had a sell signal below the train dots, below the upward trend line, all that stuff. And price rallies all the way back up, puts in bearish divergence, and then makes the move, right? So one fake out, okay. Two fake outs, maybe, but less and less likely over time. So these targets have been reset. So there you go. SP 500, same thought process. Same thought process. So that's what we're watching over here. I gotta get this wrapped up. Let's see. ETH, please. Yeah, we covered it. ETH. Did I cover it that much though? Yeah, basically it hit 4 targets and it's coming back to seems like it's coming back in for a retest of target 4. And then again, if we start breaking below target 4, then come back and hit the 200-week moving average probably. There would probably be like a target 5 here, like eyeball test, and then ultimately the 200-week moving average, right? And if it goes lower, then then it'd be like some of the other altcoins out there. So just keep that in mind. Boom, boom. What else? Bitcoin, what else? Chainlink, yep, covered that. We covered it. Boom, 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 boom. Anything else? For about hour, 12 minutes of actual live charting. Let's check in on 101 200 Bitcoin, right? So still below where we started the live stream, in the dead center of the ice, right? Still below that as of right now. That's what we're continuing to watch. We drew this out on October 8th. Here we are nearly 1 month later, and we're still watching the same chart. Hope everyone's doing well. Shout out to all the market snipers. I appreciate all of you. And we will see you tomorrow on Friday, TGIF. Have a good rest of your day, and adios. Cue the music.